I've just received this chuck and backplate for a friend of mine's lathe. He's not right good at marking out. Asked me if I would drill the plate for him. It's got for quite a large lathe. It's a big spindle on it, big nose, and it's quite a heavy chuck. I think it's a 6-inch. I'm not right sure. Yes, it's a 6-inch chuck. I don't know what make it is. It says PC on it. It's probably an imported one. But anyway, there's 3 holes, and I need to mark it out on the back plate. There's various ways of doing it. Scribing and marking out and dividers and calculations and God knows what. But I propose to do it a different way. I'm going to use transfer punches and use them in these screw holes. Unfortunately I don't have any transfer punches, but I think I'm going to make some and see how I go on. And what I propose to do is to make some transfer punches out of some silver steel. Loads of silver steel here, and what I'm going to do is turn a piece of silver steel, well, turn 3 pieces down so they just fit in the screw holes, and then what I shall do then is to put a point on them, and hopefully when the chuck when the plate is placed on the recess on the register, where there's just enough clearance, just tap down on the plate and it should register on the punches I've made, and as I tap down it should make a small centre punch in each area, and then it should be straightforward drilling. So the next job is to just turn these down. I don't have anything that will fit down in the core diameter of the screw hole, so I'll just turn some bits of silver steel down and then harden them and see how we go on from there. What I need to do now is measure the depth of the screw of the tap holes in the chuck, and then cut the silver steel to match, just allowing a slight amount for the centre point. About 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, that should do it fine. The chuck mounting holes are tapped 8mm, and the core diameter. I found the core diameter by using the letter H drill. Which just fits nicely in there, nice fit, and I'm going to use that size as a guide to make the transfer punches. The letter H size is 0.266, so that's what I shall make the transfer punches, 266. I'll just turn down the first of the transfer punches and just see how it fits. Take that out now and just try that in the chuck body. Just a shade more to take off, it was a little bit tight in the bore. that's the first one turned up, and it fits perfectly into the chuck tap holes there. Just shorten it now and put the point on, and just make two more. I'm just now going to part off the transfer punch to the length I want, plus an amount allowed for turning off the end so it fits in the tapped hole just the correct length. After parting off the finished diameters, what I need to do now is to get them machined exactly the same length, all of them exactly the same length, and the reason is this, that when they're inserted into the tapped holes, they need to protrude approximately half the distance of what the register is, so that when the register is placed down, half of the register will fit into the back of the chuck recess, and it still allows you to be in contact with the point on the transfer punches. If you add it anymore, you won't be able to put the register on, so it needs to be approximately half, or even maybe a bit less, so that when the register of the backplate is placed on the chuck body, it'll partially locate half in the recess in the register, and then you can tap it with a hammer. So the first thing now I need to do is get all three exactly the same length. The pins are all done. All they need now is the small points on them, and then hardening. They don't need to be a tight fit. They need to be fairly easy, yet not too sloppy. But they should be able to drop in and be able to get them out easy. Otherwise, they'll never come out. Just ready for hardening now, and pointing and hardening. Now I shall heat treat the transfer punches. for cleaning up and temper. Now I shall just temper these to a light straw colour. I'll let the temper run up the body of the punch, the transfer punches. Just a light straw colour, that's all we need. Here we are, these are the tempered pins. I think I've gone a bit too much on the one on the right, but it should be okay. Dark straw colour is what you want to aim for. The rear end doesn't matter too much. And I'm just lining up the backplate with the register on the chuck, and now I need to tap down to engage. Yep, 3 nicely made indentations there. One, two, three. One, two, three. Nicely made. Just a matter of drilling now, and we should be okay. Just turn the chuck over and the pins should drop out. Apart from one. There we are. All 3 of them out. And that's the reason not to make them too tight a fit, because they won't come out otherwise. Well, the plate is now drilled and chamfered on both sides. Take the sharp edge off. I've had to mark the odd hole what my friend drilled. He couldn't do it, so anyway I just put a cross on there so he don't get mixed up when he tries to assemble it. It now goes on any position, it doesn't really matter. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to fit it on and then put a centre pop on the lathe backplate, on the lathe plate, and one on the chuck, and then he knows where it is. But really, it will go anywhere. There we are, that's the first one. And the second one screws in. And then the third one. And they just need tightening up really. But job done, come out okay, is that? It's probably easier and quicker way of doing it if you had a bandwidth at marking out. I mean, I've done different methods over the years. I've been in the engineering all my life as toolmaker and machinist, and I've always found this really a quick way with lathe chucks. Saves a lot of messing about. It's okay if you've already got the transfer punches, and they're quite common, you can buy them, they're cheap enough. But I just thought I'd do it this way for a bit of fun really. And if anybody's thinking of mounting their chuck and they're not sure about marking out, well, this is a quick simple way really, just a little bit of care, that's all. But it comes out okay. Well, I hope you found that interesting. I hope it was useful to anybody wanting to mount a lathe chuck on a backplate. But anyway, thanks for watching.